Artificial intelligence is advancing at a remarkable pace. We see its impact everywhere, from writing assistants to complex data analysis. In the creative sphere, AI now generates stunning images and short video clips from simple text prompts. This has led many to believe that a Hollywood-in-a-box solution is just around the corner. The dream is a single button that can take a script and produce a feature-length film, complete with consistent actors, sets, and emotional depth. However, this dream remains firmly in the realm of science fiction for now. The reality is far more fragmented and requires a hands-on approach. Current AI video models are excellent at creating short, isolated moments. You can ask for a futuristic cityscape at dawn or a detective looking pensive in a rain-soaked alley, and the AI will deliver a visually impressive clip, often lasting just a few seconds. The problem arises when you try to connect these moments into a coherent narrative. These tools do not possess a long-term memory of your project. Each new prompt is treated as a fresh request, independent of the last. This means the AI has no inherent understanding that the detective in Scene 2 should be the same person from Scene 1. This limitation is the single greatest barrier to using AI for storytelling. A narrative is built on consistency. The audience needs to recognize characters from one scene to the next. The setting needs to remain stable unless the story dictates a change. Without this continuity, you are left with a collection of beautiful but disjointed clips that fail to form a compelling story. It is like having a cast of actors who are replaced by new ones every few seconds. The result is confusing and ultimately unwatchable, which is why AI is not yet replacing traditional film production pipelines. The journey towards creating a full AI-generated video is therefore not about finding one magic tool. Instead, it is about becoming a conductor of several specialized instruments. The real skill lies in orchestrating different AI systems, each designed for a specific task to work in harmony. You must guide the process, ensuring that each element, the character's face, their voice, the background, remains consistent throughout your project. This requires a structured workflow, a clear understanding of each tool's function, and a healthy dose of patience. The process is more craft than automated magic. The core challenge in AI video creation is maintaining consistency across multiple dimensions. Let's start with the most obvious one: characters. When you generate a character in one scene, how do you ensure the exact same character appears in the next? Most text-to-video models will produce a slightly different person each time, even with an identical prompt. One scene might feature a character with blue eyes and a sharp jawline, while the next generates a similar but noticeably different person with brown eyes and a softer facial structure. These subtle changes immediately break the illusion for the viewer. This problem extends beyond just faces. Imagine your story takes place in a specific location, like a cozy, book-lined study. In your first scene, the AI generates a perfect image of this study. For the second scene, you might prompt for the same study, but with the character now standing by the window. The AI, lacking memory of the first scene, may generate a completely different room. The wallpaper might change, the furniture could be rearranged, and the overall mood might shift. This lack of scenic consistency makes it impossible to build a believable world for your narrative to unfold within. Voice presents a similar yet distinct challenge. You might find the perfect synthetic voice for your protagonist using a text-to-speech tool. This voice has a specific tone, pitch, and emotional cadence that defines the character. However, when you move from dialogue in one scene to the next, you need to ensure that the voice remains identical. Using different tools or even slightly different settings within the same tool can lead to noticeable variations. An inconsistent voice is just as jarring as a changing face, pulling the audience out of the story and reminding them of the artificial nature of the creation. Ultimately, the goal is to create a seamless experience where the technology becomes invisible. The audience should be focused on the story, not on spotting the inconsistencies in the production. Achieving this requires a deliberate and methodical approach. You cannot simply hope the AI gets it right. You must actively manage the assets, the character models, the background scenes, and the voice profiles to enforce continuity. This is where a structured workflow becomes not just helpful, but absolutely essential for any serious AI video project. It is about taking control back from the randomness of the AI. Overcoming the consistency barrier is possible, but it requires a clever combination of tools. Instead of relying on a single, all-in-one solution that does not exist, we can assemble a powerful and reliable workflow. This process breaks down the complex task of video creation into manageable steps, with each step handled by a specialized tool. By chaining these tools together, we can enforce the consistency that individual models lack. This practical four-step method involves using Google Whisk Flow, a custom Gemini gem, and ElevenLabs to create a cohesive multi-scene video. The first step in our workflow is Google Whisk. Think of Whisk as your digital storyboard and scriptwriter. This is where you lay the foundation for your entire project. You outline your scenes, write the dialogue for your characters, and describe the visual elements of each shot. Whisk helps you organize your thoughts and create a clear plan before you even begin generating media. A well-structured plan in Whisk is crucial because it serves as the blueprint that will guide the subsequent AI tools, ensuring that every part of the project aligns with your original vision. Next, we introduce Flow. Flow is the bridge that connects your script to the visual generation process. Its primary job is to take the character descriptions from your Whisk script and create consistent character models. By using specific prompts and seed numbers, Flow can generate a character sheet, a reference image of your character from multiple angles. This reference becomes the anchor for all future visual generation. When you need to create a new scene, you feed this character sheet back into the AI, ensuring the same person appears every single time. This step directly solves the character consistency problem. The third component is a custom Gemini gem. A gem is a personalized version of Google's Gemini AI that you can tailor for specific tasks. For our workflow, we create a gem designed to be a scene director. You provide this gem with your script from Whisk and your character sheet from Flow. Its job is to generate the precise, detailed prompts needed for each scene's video generation. It understands the context of the story, the appearance of the characters, and the layout of the scene. Translating your simple script into the complex language, the video AI needs to maintain consistency. The final piece of our puzzle is ElevenLabs, a leading platform for AI voice generation. After using your Gemini gem to create the visual prompts, you use ElevenLabs to bring your character's dialogue to life. The key here is to create a unique and consistent voice for each character. You can clone your own voice or design a new one from scratch, adjusting its tone and style. Once you have created a voice profile for a character, you can use it for all their lines throughout the entire video, ensuring perfect vocal consistency from the first scene to the last. Now, let's see how these four tools work together to create a single, seamless skit. First, you write a two-scene script in Google Whisk. Scene 1. A detective, Jane, sits at her desk in a cluttered office. Scene 2. Jane stands up and walks to a window overlooking a rainy street. Next, you use Flow to generate a consistent character model for Jane. You then feed the script and Jane's character sheet to your custom Gemini gem. The gem produces detailed image and video prompts for each action, referencing Jane's model to maintain her appearance. With the prompts ready, you generate the visual elements. You use an image generator for the static background of the office, and a video generator for the animated clips of Jane sitting, standing, and walking. Because all prompts are guided by the character sheet from Flow, Jane looks identical in every shot. Simultaneously, you take the dialogue from your Whisk script and input it into ElevenLabs, using Jane's predefined voice profile to generate the audio. Finally, you assemble the video clips and the audio tracks in a standard video editor creating a finished, coherent scene. This workflow demonstrates that while AI cannot yet create a film with a single click, it offers a powerful suite of tools for the modern creator. The process is more involved than simply writing a prompt, but it is also far more accessible than traditional filmmaking. It requires you to think like a director, a character designer, and a sound engineer, orchestrating different AIs to achieve your creative vision. Do not be discouraged by the learning curve. Embrace this hands-on approach, experiment with the tools, and you will unlock the incredible potential of AI for storytelling.